Welcome to the quietest ones in the room with your host, Trey. I gotta say it, just the mere fact that you've clicked onto this video and you are listening to the sound of my voice, you by far are the most intelligent people on the face of the planet. So once again, thank you for joining me. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has arrived. Tax hikes. The Trump administration is discussing tax hikes. And guess what? Not on the middle class, not on the lower class, but actually the most wealthy individuals in our country. Yes, President Trump ran on this, that he was going to strengthen the middle class and the working class. He was going to ensure that the working class and the middle class had an opportunity to go and experience in life in this time what he called the golden age. And here we are. Maybe it's about to start. In the midst of tariffs and wars and rumors of wars, we're here now. And I know many of the wealthy are not going to like this move. But let's get into it a little bit. The Trump administration knows that the current tax rate is 37%. And the Trump administration is proposing going from a 37% to a 39.6% income tax rate on individuals earning over $2.5 million annually and couples earning over $5 million. This proposal aims to fund tax cuts for the middle class and the working class Americans and to prevent cuts to Medicaid. Isn't that amazing? I just had to pause for a second because isn't it amazing that it is being proposed by the Trump administration that this is a move? Now I know there's been some back and forth about whether or not Trump himself is comfortable with doing this or not. But here we are now where he's saying, yes, he would like to do it. He would like to move forward. And would you believe that many in the Republican Party, and even some Democrats, I'd imagine, are not excited about this? They're not excited about the wealthy having to pay more in income tax. And you got to wonder why. Who's paying who in Washington? So anyhow, another proposal is to eliminate a tax loophole called the carried interest loophole, which allows investment managers to pay a lower capital gains tax rate on income received as compensation. You investors, you dirty little investors who know all these loopholes, so you don't have to pay your fair share of taxes. Shame on you. Now you might be saying to yourself, who cares? It's never going to go through. But what if it does? What if the income of the wealthy is taxed at a higher rate to support the middle class and working class? It would be phenomenal. But it would only once again be a step forward in the right direction. But I like some of this stuff personally. I like the fact that Trump has discussed increasing the income tax rate on the wealthy. I like the idea of not taxing tips. I like the idea of many of the plans that I've heard as of recent from the Trump administration. But it's just a matter of what is it going to take to actually get them done. And even I like the fact that Trump told everyone, said it publicly, that Jerome Powell should lower interest rates. I said it in the last video that I think is necessary because the middle class and working class need stimulus. And I think that it's necessary. And I think that Jerome Powell is dropping the ball and making it more difficult even as he's calling for stagflation, the possibility of it, and not lowering interest rates doesn't make any sense to me. But hey, I'm not Jerome Powell, and I'm not in those meetings. But I think it's dumb. But anyhow, I think that the idea of increasing the income tax rate on the wealthy is appropriate. But the real opportunity to close the wealth gap and begin to really support the middle class and working class is to tax the estates and the wealth transfers. The amount of individuals in this country who are able to get cash from grandma and granddad to buy that first home, pay for that education at Harvard, and Duke, Princeton. It's amazing how much that happens and how little it's taxed. Regardless of what you want to say, and maybe you've done your own research and you think, oh, it's not taxed that much. Yeah, it's not taxed. It's taxed appropriately. No, it's not. The taxes need to go up on estate and wealth transfers. And even as I think about this income tax hike, is 2.5 million annually, is that too high? Should the threshold be lower? Should the $5 million threshold for couples be lower? It's an interesting thought, because sometimes the wealthy will do what's necessary to ensure that things look a particular way on the books so they don't have to pay the higher tax rate. But I've also surprisingly heard many wealthy individuals in the last couple of years say, I don't care, bring on more taxes for me. I want to help. Whatever I can do to help, I want to do it. Tax me. So maybe there is a shift going on, but maybe this is all smoke and mirrors, and there will be no adjustments made. But who would have thought that Trump, as a billionaire himself, would be going after the wealthy in the form of higher taxes to support the middle class and working class? And he said he was going to do it. He said he was going to do it. We're in the second term now, and we're seeing so many things play out that he talked about and said he was going to do. And here we are. We've got the tariffs. We've got the tariffs. We've got the tariffs. Everything in the media right now is about the tariffs and how the shortages are coming. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to share that with you because I came across that today, and I thought it was really interesting. Just as a thought that many people didn't think that Trump would seek to fulfill some of his promises that he made to those who voted for him. And it looks like he might do just that. Maybe he really is going to go after the wealthy and tax them and make it better for the middle class and working class. But we'll see. We'll see. And we'll see how these tariffs end up weighing on everyone. Many of the economists are saying, as of now, we're looking forward to stagflation and all types of collapses and recession. Who knows? But keep your head up, stay focused, love on your family, take care of your mental health, and you'll get through this. Trust God. But anyway, please share in the comment section your thoughts. Are you excited about the idea of Trump taxing the wealthy more? Do you think the threshold is too high? It should be brought down? What really needs to be done to strengthen the middle class and the working class? Is it a mistake to tax the wealthy more? Will they just leave the country, go somewhere else to avoid the taxes? Maybe. But anyhow, please share your thoughts in the comment section. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. As always, thank you for watching this video. And until next time.